With that, Soraya. Good evening. My name is Dave Tuckman. I'm the San Fernando Valley Chapter President for the United Nations Association of the United States of America. I'd like to welcome you to our event today and tell you a little bit about our organization. We are a movement of Americans dedicated to supporting the United Nations with over 20,000 members, 60% under age 26, and more than 200 chapters across the country. UNA-USA members are united in our commitment to global engagement and our belief that each of us can play a part in advancing the United Nations mission and achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. We advocate for women's rights, the environment, and a strong U.S. leadership in the United Nations system. For those of you who are interested in joining our chapter and learning more about the UNA-USA, please go to www.unausa.org. Again, www.unausa.org. Under membership, select San Fernando Valley chapter. I'm also proud to announce that we are celebrating UN Week. And when you go to our national website, we have lots of live streams and events happening all across the country. And with that said, I would now like to introduce our Vice President, Ginny Hatfield.
Yeah, thank you, David. And we're pleased tonight to welcome the League of Women Voters, who will be giving you a sneak preview of the California ballot measures you will be voting on in the November election, along with some of the local, county, and city measures that will be on the ballot. I understand that the ballots will be mailed on October 3rd, so a week from tomorrow. So you will be getting them in your mailboxes in the not too distant future. There are 10 California ballot measures, and we're going to be talking about those plus 5 local measures tonight. We have, I think, sufficient time to do so. And we want to give you some time to ask some questions after each proposition is discussed. So you can raise your hand. There is a react button at the bottom of your screen. Raise your hand, and Soraya, who will be following me, will be moderating the discussion. If time remains after we finished all of the measures and there are still questions or comments, we can do so at that time. So hopefully we'll be able to get through everything and you'll have time to ask all your questions. Now I'd like to introduce our presenters for tonight. We have 2 officials from the League. We have Dr. Lorraine Lundquist. She's a former neighborhood council member from Northridge East Neighborhood Council. Her day job finds her at California State University, Northridge, where she teaches in the Masters in Sustainability program. She received her PhD in physics from UC Berkeley and lives in Northridge with her husband and 3 children. So thanks for being with us, Lorraine. And our other speaker is Garen Cabral. He's been a member of the League of Women Voters Greater LA since November of 2020. He has served as the DEI and Voter Services Committees, assisting with new member training, voter registration tabling, and the Speakers Bureau. In addition to the League, he is vice chair of the West LA chapter of Professionals in Human Resources, is a board member for the Ohio State University Los Angeles Alumni Association, and teaches meditation classes. So I think we could use some meditation, probably with all the hype about the election and everything we're seeing on a daily basis. I think we might need some psychiatric training after November.
Maybe a little grounding a week before the election, yes.
So I'm going to hand it off to Soraya. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Welcome and to our joint events of League of Women Voters and UNA-USA San Fernando Valley chapter. We're here tonight to celebrate the fundamental freedom of vote and empower our community with knowledge about the California ballot measures. Our goal is to provide an impartial overview to help you make informed decisions on the state proposition and local measures that will shape our future. Some of the regulation was told by Jeannie, but the most important thing is tonight's discussion will begin with an in-depth look at the state propositions covering topics such as modernization of public education facilities, minimum wage increase, funding for medical, and many others. After that, we will move on to the city and county measures, addressing issues specific to our local communities. So we're honored, as Jeannie pointed out, we're honored to have representative from the League of Women Voters presenting tonight. So I welcome you also, and I please feel free to ask questions or audience, but please use the hand button in the Zoom on the down taskbar, so you can ask question or you can type your question. I'm gonna moderate it later and ask the questions. And because of the time is limited, about 90 minutes, I appreciate if you ask the questions very short and direct, not to add a lot of comments to it. And we appreciate that. And thank you so much. And please, we begin with our speakers. Go ahead, please.
All right, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I'm going to start sharing our screen, or my screen. So before we get into the propositions and everything, I kind of want to go over just like who the league is, what we'll be talking about, and kind of like mindset to have while we have this presentation. So let me just share my screen. I constantly have a million things open. Okay. Can everyone
number of districts, they just changed the who you know how the redistricting would happen.
And this prop spells out how that commission would be populated. I mean, it's going to be, it's like the state where you can write in and apply to be.
That's right. It's similar to the state. So there's an application process, as I understand it. So there's some initial people chosen by lottery through that application process, and then they then choose from the rest of the applicants in a manner that works to ensure that there is diversity in terms of lots of different criteria, things like geographical diversity and demographic diversity and political diversity, etc.
Okay.
Okay, great.